Hi, sports fans. Welcome to another episode of the African Fighters. And on today's episode, we'll be bringing you a roundup of everything happening in the world of MMA. Stay with us. All right, and on today's episode, we begin by saying a big congratulations to Bolaji Oki, who defended his AFC Lightweight Championship with Belgian promotion Atomic Fighting Championship after knocking out Josima Ferreira in the first round via a knee to the body. The Belgian improved his professional record to 7-1 and maintains the 7-fight winning streak. Alright, now moving on, UFC 285 took place over the weekend. Jon Jones, who last fought in 2020, moved up a division for his heavyweight debut against Ciryl Gane. He needed less than 3 minutes to become the 8th fighter in UFC history to win titles in 2 different weight classes. Jon Jones won the vacant UFC heavyweight title with a spectacular first round submission win over the number 1 ranked Ciryl Gane. Jones, who is now 35, scored a takedown a minute into the first round and snapped the guillotine choke on Gane against the cage, forcing the Frenchman to tap out. And of course, still on UFC 285, Valentina Shevchenko's incredible championship run came to an end 4 minutes and 34 seconds into the 4th round on Saturday in a co-main event of UFC 285. She tapped out to a rear naked choke by Alexa Grasso. Shevchenko attempted a spinning back kick. Grasso anticipated it, avoided it, and then jumped on Shevchenko's back. Grasso quickly applied the choke and Shevchenko submitted. It was the end of a 9-fight winning streak as well as her 8th successive championship defense. Alright, now moving away from the UFC to a different promotion. On Thursday, the 2nd of March, the Professional Fighters League (PFC) had a press release announcing the 4 matches that will take place during the 7th week of the PFL Challenger series. And to quite simply put, it's time for the 205ers. Ex-UFC fighter Impa Kasanganay moves up to 205 pounds to face Brave Combat Federation veteran Osama El Sidi in the main event. The card also features Nigeria's Monte Ogbonna Morrison taking on the American Roland Dunlap. Both fighters are undefeated in their MMA professional careers with 3-0 records. And as the saying goes, somebody's O has got to go in this matchup. Alright, now from here we move to the Ultimate Fighter series. Micheal Chandler has stated that he intends to bludgeon Conor McGregor with both hands when the two fight later this year. UFC President Dana White has stated that the tension between the two have risen during the filming of The Ultimate Fighter. McGregor and Chandler, who have long praised each other in public, have been matched up as coaches in season 31 of the television show. Chandler and Conor were very respectful to each other, and then some things started escalating that you would see later on the show. That's what UFC President Dana White said. They no longer like each other. On Friday, a lot of things happened. I'm getting old. I would have been able to jump in there sooner, just like I normally would do. The fight, which has yet to be announced, will mark McGregor's return to the competition after a leg injury in his trilogy clash with Dustin Poirier in July 2021. The former 2-time division champion, who is 1-3 in his last 4 UFC appearances, said last week that he plans to slice through Chandler in the octagon. Alright, now from one confrontation to another, backstage at UFC 285, bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling and upcoming opponent Henry Cejudo got into a heated argument. Both fighters attended Saturday's night event at Las Vegas T-Mobile Arena and are scheduled to fight for the 135-pound title at UFC 288 on the 6th of May. Sterling and Cejudo were shown in a video backstage talking trash and being separated by security. The fight was scheduled for UFC 287 on April the 8th, but it was postponed a month after Sterling received treatment for a nagging injury. Sterling will be defending his title for the 3rd time after he won the belt by disqualification against Peter Yan at UFC 259 in March 2021 and then defeated Yan in a rematch. Cejudo will make his first appearance since coming out of retirement, hoping to regain the title he vacated after he beat Dominic Cruz and chose to retire at UFC 249. Alright, now we move away from confrontations between fighters to arguments between fans. A UFC fight being stopped because a corner throwing the towel is a very rare occurrence, but it happened to Derek Brunson at UFC 285. The MMA community had plenty of thoughts on Derek Brunson's corner opting to do that against Duplessis. Some criticized matchday referee Hebdin's decision to allow the fight to continue, but it's difficult to fault the referee, seeing as there was only 1 second left on the clock in the round. Here are some of the Twitter reactions to the stoppage. Alright, now Usman Nurmagomedov will defend his lightweight title for the first time against Benson Henderson as Bellator 292. For months, Bellator president Scott Coker has teased the lightweight Grand Prix, and the time has finally come. The first two bouts are set for Bellator 292 in San Jose, California. Nurmagomedov will defend his lightweight title against Benson Henderson in the Grand Prix quarter-finals. The Bellator lightweight Grand Prix is highly anticipated due to a number of unusual circumstances. AJ McKee Jr. recently entered the weight class. Usman Nurmagomedov is still undefeated, and Taufeeq Musayev should not be overlooked. At the Bellator lightweight Grand Prix, all eyes will be on the reigning lightweight champion. The 24-year-old has a 16-0 pro MMA record, including 5 victories under the Bellator banner. In November, Nurmagomedov defeated Patricky Pitbull to become the 155-pound champion. Alright, and last but not the least for today, Invicta Fighting Championships will return to Colorado's capital for Invicta Fighting Championship 52. The event will feature strawweight champion Valessa Tina Black Machado in her first title defense against Ireland's Danny McCormack, who is 6-2. Both fighters competed at Invicta FC 50 in November, with Machado winning the 115-pound tournament and championship belt, while McCormack also winning on scorecards by defeating Brazilian Maria Mazar. And so that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. Have a wonderful day.
Louder! We are Africans. Come on, Africans!